She-Bag got me.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start with the option. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And Lance again going to keep it. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Lance now to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Lance.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And some room to roam now. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 37-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
So, partner, you know, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
23 yards the pickup there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Not a whole lot spot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And Lance going to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Third and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over first and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Looking to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The handoff. This is Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Colts are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
But Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. That was perfect from...
Now a play fake. Lance.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
That's to the right. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return to everyone? Tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The scoop.
Ready. Red 38. Let's bring it.
On 1st down, Lance.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now Lance.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Working from the gun. Lance. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Throwing now is Lance.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Second and 5. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. Desmond Ridder, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to play victory number 1. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. 3 touchdown passes there for Zach Wilson. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the draw is Taylor. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's in. Complete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Touchdown! Paris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. A nice... throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. A little quarterback draw option. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for a situation.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but... The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On the move to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Here's Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
17.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this 4th quarter of play. Lance now on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Record.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And he goes out right around the 39.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first carry for Samaje Perine. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Colts, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Jackson now. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Jackson to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense. But this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kylan Granson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 94 yards.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys, is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now it's Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt, and he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and they are on the board but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec.
Second and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Ravens, they'll take over. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. to throw now on first down. They'll see nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead. So Frank Reich had it right as his guys win the challenge. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Lutz is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So he's been on.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson being chased out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Jackson. A good throw here, finding Pascal. That's a gain of 11, would have been a first down. For that penalty moments ago. On third down, Jackson throws this one right side to Pascal. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
So here are the Colts to take over.
Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll find Pittman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running left, Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football. His first carry, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty.
Hey, check that, street.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Again, it's Taylor. Oh, he pulls over it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Check smash. Watch the twins. Street. 19 tight.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that may... Now Jackson on 1st down. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And Andrews lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go option to the short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.